everyone, Christy here. My son had a couple basketball games today. It was a very busy day, and I'm sure some of you are in situations like that. And then you get home and it's dinner time. You're like, what am I going to make? What I've done is I actually had about 4 chicken breasts, 4 very large chicken breasts. So really probably more the equivalent of 6 portions that I just put in our Rockcrok Dutch oven, which is this here. It's a little bit hot, so let me grab my little holders. This is our Dutch oven Rockcrok size. This is the 4 quart. There's a 2.5 quart that's the same diameter, just about half the height. And then this is our slow cooker stand. And it has a warm, low, or a high. So I have our chicken going in there, and all I did was add a little bit of our carnitas seasoning. I know it's chicken and not pork, but this stuff is great on everything. And I also add a little bit of our urban onion, slow cooker seasonings, okay? All of our seasonings are gluten-free, so that's great as well. So a great side dish, while that's finishing up, I'm gonna show you a closer look there in a minute, is I'm gonna take our spiralizer and I'm going to spiralize a zucchini. Okay, this is a nice big one. I find Aldi is a great place to get zucchini. You can get 3 of them about this size for 99 cents. I ran over to Price Chopper today because it was quick and we were there for something else anyway. And 3 this size were about $4. So Aldi's my favorite. So all you're gonna do here, I'm gonna show you a little bit closer. This has a base that has a non-skid seal on the bottom and it is dishwasher safe. This piece here is called the blade guide, and it also holds 2 of the blades. Hey, Megan. And then I wanted to show you, the base of this has the ribbon blade. So there's 3 different cuts you can make with this. So I'm going to show you all of them with the zucchini so you can see the difference. So let me just cut a little bit here. I'm going to use more the fettuccine cut. So let me just show you how the ribbon cut looks. Okay, now this is great. If you saw the large Rockcrok grill stone, I'll put a little bit of olive oil on that, and then I'll put some ribbon zucchini or butternut squash all over top of that. A little bit more olive oil with whatever rubs or seasonings. Put it in the oven or under the broiler. Great roasted vegetables or as a side dish. But you can see what this looks like. I use this blade. If I'm going to be roasting my zucchini, it's great for potatoes, new potatoes or regular potatoes. You can use that nice ribbon blade, okay? Now, let me just kind of pull this up and show you how to change the blade. It's super easy. This one has the spaghetti blade, the very fine one, and then there's a fettuccine blade. I'm going to do the spaghetti one first, just because I'm going to end up using my fettuccine. And you're just going to tighten that in. If you notice, I put this clear blade guide on, and that keeps that small blade nice and even, okay? So then I'm going to just show you, I'm going to put that down to get hold of it. I'm going to show you just how fine this spaghetti blade is. Now there is an e-cookbook that I'll share on the event here, but look how small and fine. It's literally like spaghetti, like almost like an angel hair, okay? You can saute this with a little olive oil, fresh garlic. Oh my gosh, such a good side dish, right? Now, there is a recipe in that e-cookbook called the Mexican sweet potato rice. You can use sweet potatoes in this spiralizer without cooking them first. It's amazing. And I do like to use the spaghetti blade on that when I'm doing the rice recipe because it is just so good. Now let me just show you. This is a blade, obviously. Sometimes you'll get some pieces of your vegetable caught up in there. And this right here is called our dual edge cleaning brush. It's like $4. I think everybody needs one if you have any kind of tool that has a blade. Because instead of sticking your fingers in there, you want to use the brush, okay? That's true with our food chopper. I know Megan likes that. Our spiralizer, our quick slice, any of those items with a blade. So I'm going to turn this around. You can see how quick it is to just switch the blades out, okay? Now I'm just going to show you the difference, and then I'll spiralize the rest of this in a bit. I just want to do enough so you can see the difference, okay? And I'm going to hold the spaghetti and the fettuccine up so you can see a little closer, okay? Look at that. Do you see the difference? These are the small spaghetti here. It's like, this is actually a couple pieces, and then that's the big fettuccine. Isn't that cool? Megan, you like that? Give me a thumbs up or share a heart if you like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to saute this in a skillet with a little olive oil, some of our bell pepper herb. I have some bell peppers I might throw in, but it is just great with a little fresh garlic and a seasoning or herb. So I'm gonna finish that up, and I am gonna use all of this, even these other cuts as well. I actually did, and I'll probably go ahead and do all 3 of the zucchini I have, even though we're not using them all tonight, because you can stick them in a nice airtight bowl. This is the smallest of our stainless steel bowl set, and it'll stay fresh for several days in your refrigerator. So if you've got your spiralizer out and you're using it anyway, you might as well go ahead and do kind of a cook ahead, get a lot of it prepped, and you're ready for the next meal, okay? So let me show you this. I wanna just pull my phone over, and I wanna show you this chicken that I have here. Let me turn this around. Okay, I think I mentioned to you that I put chicken breasts in there, and I put the seasoning. I added no liquid, and I'm sure, hopefully you guys can really get a glimpse of that broth, right? Those are 4 ginormous chicken breasts, and that is just sitting in broth from its own juices. Okay, look at that, how tender and juicy. Now again, going along the cook ahead for those of you that work full time or that just have busy days, and this is a great thing to do. I could have even put several more chicken breasts in here, and had some for different meals. Have it shredded for tacos one night, have it shredded for salad one night, or just over some pasta. But let me show you our salad choppers. These are great. They are called salad choppers. My house, they're kind of known as meat shredders and actually this meat is so tender, I probably could have even just done it with a fork. But when I've done pork tenderloins in here, or even a roast, we have a great recipe for a chuck roast for fajitas. You just put a can of Rotel with your chuck roast. Because you can take this Rockcrok and start it on your stove, you can actually take and sear your meats. Most people don't realize, most crock pot recipes want you to sear the meat before you throw it in the Rockcrok. And most people don't do that because the reason you're doing a crock pot meal is you want to just dump and go. It's very important to keep those meat juices kind of contained, and it doesn't break down the vegetables earlier than it should be. That's what causes a lot of those crock pot meals to have that same mushy texture by the end of the week. You may have had several meals that had the same texture, just different flavors. So the nice thing about the versatility of the Rockcrok is it can go from the stove to the oven, to the microwave, to the slow cooker stand. You don't have to have that second dish out when you're using it. So anyway, hope that helps. I know that I love this thing. This is a game changer for us for sure. Even before we had the stand, you can get a whole chicken done in your microwave in 30 minutes, and it's tender and juicy and full of broth. You can get pork tenderloins done, chicken fajitas done, lots of things that you can have done in just a matter of minutes in your microwave, okay? So I will post some more on the event. I'll share some recipes too, but I'd love to see your comments. I'd love to hear what you thought about the Veggie Spiralizer and the Rockcrok. All right, bye for now. Thanks.